Well, let's change the year over here. Let's put it on the road. Now it's better. Well, as I said, I think a matrix is a good way to summarize the the company income. Now let's add, for example, the conversion rates, rent conversion, and the sales conversion. Put it over here. Well, let's resize this. That's right. Let's make it bigger. Well, as we can see, the rent conversion was a 12% for the total visits, and it is an 11.62% for the sales. All right, now let's add some filters over here. For example, the year over here. Do not summarize. The month name. No. Let's resize this. Let's add the month name. Like that. Let's add, for example, the quarter. All right. Why not the day? If you want to be more specific. Do not summarize. Now let's turn this visualizations over here into filters. Right. Now, for example, if we filter by the first quarter, it will filter both first quarters of the 2019 and the 2000 and the 2020, and we could compare our income. As we can see, in 2020, our total income was totally laid off. It was totally went down from one year to another. That might be because the pandemic situation, which it has sent, and we can compare it in this table. What else can we add to this visualization? Maybe we could add a map for the sales income and the province in locations. All right, let's expand it. Let's expand it over here. And let's repeat the same process for the rent income. Rent income. And let's build another map. Province. There it is. All right. So, well, let's take a deeper view over here that the locations are well mapped because there are some locations in Spain that they had the same name in Latin America. In Latin America, it seems that everything is fine, so it's okay. Well, so we can see here. Now let's add some filters to this visualization pane. Let's add, for example, the commercial. For example, Christina. Let's filter by Christina in 2019 in the first quarter. So we can see her personal income stats in the company, her conversion rates, and the locations where she made those transactions. So let's clear these filters over here. And that's all. I think this is a good uh, a good business dashboard in order to see what's going on with the company revenues. Now let's create another visualization for example, for the customer. We have several columns with uh, with some customer info that could be some useful. So let's call it customer analysis, right? Let's add, for example, the economic range, and let's make a count by the ID. Let's make a count and let's use a column chart. Nice. We could add a legend too to see different colors. Oh, well. Well, let's keep it that way. Well, as we can see, we have 784 customers which their economic range it is between 80,000 euros and 24,000 euros. And then it's followed by less than 80,000, which is curious. Let's see what else can we find out from our customers. Let's move this. Let's see the sex. For me, it is not a it is not an important uh, it is not an important data, but let's see what we got here. Let's repeat the process with the count ID, count listing, and a column chart. Well, as we can see, our customers are mostly males than females. Well, we have one blank here. Maybe it's an error in the data model that we must correct after this. Well, what else can we add? Some tables here by the, let's add the type of property. Let's add the type of property, the average of the value of that of those properties, the average, and the count of the AD. Let's see what we got here. Let's set this data as money. All right. Most of our customers bought, well, most of our customers made transactions with houses, either sales or rent, as we can see over here. We made 973 transactions with houses, which is very useful information about our customers. What else can we add here? Let's create another table with the economic range and the average of the properties, the average value of the properties. And let's set it as money. All right. Let's resize this over here. Let's expand this table. All right, what we got here. Now let's keep it that way. Well, as we can see, the customers that have a higher economic range, they are most likely to spend more on the value of the properties, which is very logical. What else? Let's add some filters. Let's add some filters like the province, for example, like the operation, which is important. Where is the type of operation? For example, let's see for sales. And the type of property, what is over here. So as we can see, the people who bought flats, those customers that were within the range more than 36,000, they spent on average 107,000 euros in a property. This is very useful information over here. Let's clear these two filters. Now let's add, for example, the age range. Where is over here? And let's add the count of ID. Do not summarize. No, the count. All right, so we can see that the majority of our customers are between 24 and 35, which is curious. And then it's followed by the range of people where it's between 46 and 55. And of course, we can filter through these different visualizations over here. For example, if I click in this age range, it tells me Excel Power View, it highlights that 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 part of the bar that corresponds with this age range, as you can see, and also here in the males, in the male and the females. Let's do the same, for example, filtering by the more than 36,000. You can see the average, the count of the ID. You can see the average that they spend by type of property, the age range, and of course we can filter, we can add another filter, for example by sales, and it's an additional filter, as we can see over here. And I think this is a good customer analysis visualization.